G'day guys, last night in Malta for this trip, and we're at the Valletta Waterfront. Brenda and I actually haven't been here this trip. We've come here very often, but our friends were here. Ate at Il Forn Taudesh or something, the oven of Gozo. They reckon it was one of the best meals they had here, so we're going to have the last supper over here. Now, I know it's not the weekend, it is Monday night, it's about 7, but again, I've been here many times during the week, in summer of an evening. Amazingly quiet, yeah? Hopefully it'll get busy later, but it's like when I was here in March, April. There's really no one around. Let's go and have a walk. They reckon there's no money in Malta. Every second person you speak to has got a boat or a jet ski. Apparently with COVID, as I mentioned before, one of the big expense items was boats. People that couldn't travel said, all right, we're buying a boat. You see so many families. And now you see so many jet skis, and pretty much in Malta, wherever you look, you can pretty much rest assured you will see a cat. And there is one right there. Let's go for a walk. The beautiful waterfront. Now, when I say that Brenda and I haven't been here this trip, I'm actually lying. We haven't been on land. Hold on a moment here. Okay, sorry about that. So when I said Brenda and I haven't been here, I meant on land. We've actually come here a couple of times on the boat from the Grand Harbour and come right underneath here where the cruisers dock. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. The Maltese have really got this area done well, yeah. Like, man, I remember when it was a shambles here once upon a time. It is just a work of art here. Old buildings restored, converted, restaurants amongst garages and stuff. It's just beautiful, beautiful. It's just very, very quiet. Now, we are at the location for dinner, which I can see coming up ahead of me. I'll wait for Brenda to have a go at me because I'm always very punctual. It probably goes with my job and my career that I've had for many, many years as a financial advisor. I'm very, very particular about appointments and times, but obviously in Malta, no one is punctual. And I was rushing her, we were packing and stuff, and she's like, oh, you know, anyway. So it looks like we're the first ones here. So, well, let's go for a bit more of a walk. They're over there. So, Hard Rock Cafe, we've been here before. We've been to many of these wonderful restaurants. There's a Chinese place behind me too, which is really good. And hopefully they get a bit busier tonight. Casa Toscana is here as well. This gentleman is waiting to seat some patrons. There's a big cruise ship down there. So it's just a beautiful area, the Valletta Waterfront. Yeah, we went all around here with the boats when we hired the Dyson. The beautiful fortifications across the harbour, the 3 cities, Lisla, Birgo, Bomla. Always an emotional day for me. No doubt many of you would know what I mean. The last day here, although, I mean, I'm here twice a year and I'll be back here probably March, April, but part of you always gets a bit emotional. That's how I feel anyway. Always, because you never know what's around the corner. You never know if something might happen and might be prevented from travelling, God forbid, who knows. I know many people, young people like, well, relatively young like myself, this has happened to. So the mind wanders. I've been inspired by a lot of your messages in recent days. Some of you know who I'm talking about. All I can say, guys, is we're given one life. For me, every day wasted or lost is one I'm not going to get back, yeah? And I had a couple of deep and meaningfuls, actually, in the last few days. A couple of people messaged me. One was in England. I'm not going to mention their name, but all I can say is if you're not happy with something in your life, whether it's your career or your job, change it. If it's a person in your life, get rid of them. You don't need them. Something getting you down. The worst thing is health, because if you're unfortunately affected by bad health or something, you know. And this is why I do a lot of this, because I know a lot of people that cannot travel here. My parents cannot come here anymore. My dad cannot fly. And not alone, my dad is older now, but I've got people that I know who are my age who can't travel because of this and that. It's very sad. So you don't know what's around the corner. All I can tell anyone is if you're not happy with what you're doing or something in your life, well, make a change, because you owe it to yourself first and foremost. Now I'm going to go and meet our friends. It's a beautiful night. The weather, perfect. So Malta has had a very mild summer. In June, it was very hot. My sister was here and her family. they had some heat waves. We've been here 5 weeks. We had 2 days where it got to the high 30s. At the moment, it's about 28, 29 degrees, okay? It's been relatively mild as far as summers in Malta go. Okay, guys, and you can see the mildness, a lot of it now after the Feast of Santa Maria. A lot of clouds. Suddenly, we had no cloud for 4.5 weeks. No cloud in the sky at all. And now, mid-August, you get a bit of cloud cover, bit cooler, bit more wind. Beautiful. All right, guys, see you later. Enjoy.